So everyone loves to talk about people being parasocial towards influencers and YouTubers, all the rest of it. Like, oh, I had some cornflakes, therefore it's emotionally worrying that someone is emotionally invested in me eating cornflakes, even though I've just put out a video about eating cornflakes. This feels very, very, very passe, right? But you know, it's just a thing that happens, and yes, sometimes it gets very serious. But anyway, regardless of the importance of people getting parasocial towards influencers, that's not what I'm going to be talking about in this video. What I'm going to be talking about is influencers getting parasocial towards their viewer base. So I know this YouTuber, right? Well, you know, I don't know him. Like, he's a popular influencer. I like a lot of his stuff. I'm not even going to say who this guy is because it's not really the point to kind of call him out to cancel his toxic behavior. I mean, it's not really. Is it really that toxic? It's just kind of weird. It just felt weird. So I'm going to talk about this weird thing. So this influencer who has a career and then he has like very influencer contenty type videos where he just does stuff and talks to his friends, and it's very contenty. There's not really any artistic meaning behind it other than, oh, here's a fun thing I'm doing, here's my opinions, let's talk about it, which is fine. And then he does a series of comedy videos. And describing this, I could be talking about pretty much anyone, right? But yeah, like, doesn't important who he is. I like some of his stuff. I don't like other. Like, I'm sure you at home or wherever you're watching this video can relate to the idea that, well, there's this creator, but then there's some things I like and then some things I don't. This is like shocking stuff, right? Okay, I've probably got to get to the point rather than just do this really stupid, bad setup. But yeah, I'm going to get on with it now. So he was doing a video where he was talking about feedback to one of these very content-y type videos. And he was like, oh, well, you guys told me that, format A for this content-y type video was better than content type B of this content-y type video. And then, but some other viewers said that they preferred type B rather than some type A. And there's people messaging me getting annoyed that I'm not doing what they want to do. And I'm just kind of like, well, I mean, people are just going to leave comments, and it's like, well, sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. I mean, negative comments aren't even like bad. They're certainly not bad for engagement. Yes, you can take them personally, but what was kind of wild about this is he was just sort of getting annoyed with the viewership because they had inconsistent opinions. And it's like, well, of course his viewership are going to have inconsistent opinions because it's like more than one person. Like, you can't be mad if two people have two different opinions and they say, oh, humanity is fucking ruined because they can't agree. Well, like, what? I wrote the script for this video and I was I didn't feel that annoyed about this. I guess I must have been because I felt like it was worth writing an outline script about. And it's just like, why have you got this expectation of your audience that they have to have massively meaningful and consistent, applicable opinions? I mean, surely all you do is you just try and be nice to your audience and then just like basically do the videos you're gonna make anyway, because trying to go very hard on feedback is not a good idea. It's certainly not. It's certainly not artistically satisfying. Sometimes things succeed, sometimes they don't. And I feel this guy should know better when I'm like the nobody, and even I know this stuff. Like, you should kind of know better. And maybe this was like a spur of the moment, like, I'm going to do my reaction video and say these nonsensical things, but you could have just not posted that. Get mad because the comments weren't wonderful or emotionally satisfying. So I'm pretty mad at this guy for having an audience, just in terms of, well, he has something I don't. He has the mythical revenue and audience and adoring fans and all the rest of it. I mean, I think everyone who does this, who stands in front of the smartphone camera, wants to be a star. And then it's like, well, how much do you pretend or not? And what does it all psychologically mean? And all the rest of it. And I have sort of pretentious notions of, oh, well, I want to do art and comedy and blah, 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 but is it just like as banal as, oh, I just want people to be impressed at me eating cornflakes? I'm not actually going to ever eat cornflakes on this channel, I don't believe. I don't think it's actually ever going to happen. I don't eat cornflakes, right? Like, it's not a normal thing for me to do. I'm just not that into cereal, to be honest. If you have an audience, like, I think it's wrong to sort of judge them for having totally normal reactions that aren't even bad. So, to this YouTuber, I wish you'd stop doing that. I am, however, always going to find it a little bit fun and saucy, despite the fact that I didn't like this when a YouTuber kind of or any influencer really lets the mask slip in terms of the kind of the parasocial signaling. If I treat my audience like an AI chatbot that likes and favorites and subscribes, if you like do the right friendly noises the right way, if you do the right magical spell, then that's how you get sincere engagement, you get authenticity. And yeah, it's like, well, I don't really have a good ending to this video. It was just a dumb thought that has percolated me in too bloody long. I mean, I've sat on the script and I even like ditched the bit where it was going to be like, oh, if only I had an audience and I could argue with my fake audience. And, you know, there was a bit about sharks and jumping over sharks and probably going to be perpetually in orbit of a shark. Has anyone seen Sharknado? I haven't. Anyway, I don't really have anything else to say. You probably should have left already. So, bye. Oh no. Please don't. I don't want to stop it. Don't make me. Don't. Oh, God, no.